Hey everybody, Todd Vanderline back in again for another edition of Freedom Steel, former NRA contract lobbyist, Illinois gun law guru, and we have some breaking news coming out of the Supreme Court. So cue the alert. All right, well here it is. In the Beavis v. Naperville case, they yesterday, the 29th, filed a petition for the court to issue an injunction pending the outcome of en banc proceedings or any application for a writ of certiorari. So what this is we had an injunction in our case coming out of the Southern District. Beavis and a couple others failed to get injunctions out of their case in the Northern District. And when they were all combined at the Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals, our injunction was put aside. The refusal to issue an injunction on their cases were upheld. And so now Beavis and the National Association for Gun Rights have filed another petition. Remember, they did this once before. So they have now filed another petition for an injunction with the Supreme Court to Justice Amy Coney Barrett. And in here, they make several points. So they talk about how the panel majority failed to follow the court's precedents in several other instances, including, one, the court held that banned firearms are not even arms covered by the plain text of the Second Amendment. Two, the court wrote that the common use test is a product of faulty circular reasoning and cannot be usefully employed in this or any other case. Three, the court suggested that Bruin's history and tradition test is hypocritical because it employs the interest balance in the court purported to eschew. Four, the court failed to apply Bruin's history and tradition test in a meaningful way. Five, the court held that an arm may be banned if a judge thinks it is particularly dangerous. Six, the court's decision rests on stealth interest balancing. Seven, the court held that arm may be banned merely because it is similar to weapons formerly used by the military. I think that last one was a little off, but so they are calling out Justice Easterbrook and Judge Woods in what they are proclaiming and their denial of an injunction. And so now they have petitioned the court. And to this, that was docketed yesterday. Today, Justice Barrett has asked for a response from the state due by December 6th. So we will see what else piles on here. We'll see what else there is. But, it looks like there's going to be another bite at the apple, and we'll see if we get a split on this like we did last time, or if there is, in my mind, the status quo was the 60 years prior to January 9th. That's when all these firearms were allowed and there were no meaningful bans or registration at the statewide level. Now, they're going to argue this is the status quo from the state's interest, but let's see. I think the decision by Justice Woods and Easterbrook were particularly egregious. They just said Friedman is still good law. I don't know how anybody in their right mind can say that, and I'm now convinced more than ever that frivolous Frank Easterbrook's ego is bigger than Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias' waistline. So with all that, we shall see what the state files in the next week, which has got to be driving them crazy because they have a brief due in the FFL case pretty soon next week as well. And we're going to see what all is coming up out of that. But as always, guys, hey, like, subscribe, copy and paste the link in all your social media things. And I will tell you, Freedom Steel, has been nominated for the Gundies. Voting opens tomorrow. So if you're a fan of this channel, we're up against some big heavy hitters. 4 Boxes Diner, John Crump, Guns and Gadgets. We are up against Brandon Herrera. We are up against some really, really heavy hitters in this 2A content creator advocacy group. So please I'll drop a link below. Stop by. You start voting tomorrow. You can vote every day. So they've taken a page out of the Chicago playbook for, voting, but we'll accept it. So with that, as always, frag out.